What's popping, YouTube? It's your boy Rico, the finest. Yeah, you know the rest, man. Before we do anything else, y'all know how we do things, man. Dear gracious Heavenly Father, we just want to thank you for today, for your love, your goodness, your grace, your mercy. We ask you please forgive us for the sins we committed, known and unknown, both mentally and physically. God, we ask you to touch our hearts and our minds, Heavenly Father. Allow us to be receptive of whatever is said, God. Knock on the doors of our hearts, Heavenly Father, and give us the wisdom to answer the door. We ask you to lead, guide, and direct our every step, Heavenly Father. Let everything be ordained by you, God. Let it be predestined, God, and let us just be knowledgeable enough, with the understanding enough, the drive enough, the want enough, God, to want you to come in. We thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. We thank you just for being God and God alone. We know that we could do and be nothing without you. We give you the honor, the glory, and the praise for you are. We thank you in advance for allowing us to receive something that will help us today. In your precious Son, Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Now, I can give you all 1,000 excuses of why I haven't been here. And the fact of the matter is, man, I've been lazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I got a million plenty of times like, okay, I'm record today, and I just didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's on me. This is something like I said I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I have to be more intentional with it and being more mindful of my time and not, being so blindsided by things, or having blinders about things. You know what I'm saying? This is something I want to do. I have to actually put in effort to do it. So I take full responsibility for my actions. You know what I'm saying? Please forgive me for not being here, man. But none of that there. You know what I'm saying? No matter now. I'm here now, man. And how y'all doing, man? I missed y'all. I missed y'all, man. I don't miss editing, but I miss y'all though, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Let me know some videos you want to see from me. Turn on your notification bell so that you get the notification of me posting, even if it is once in a blue moon. Make sure on that blue moon you here. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's your boy Rico, and let's talk about it, man. So, I'm a relationship person, and I always have been. And I think one thing that's really big right now is all these hot takes, if you can call them that, on Instagram, X or Twitter, and TikTok. So what I did was I grabbed a couple off of there. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen these in a while, so I really don't know what they consist of. But I grabbed a couple off there, man, and we just gonna watch the videos, and I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion about what the video is saying. If you don't like it, talk to your mama, not to me, because I don't care. But we're gonna react to these videos, and I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion and give y'all my 2 cents on these videos again. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, let's do this. So we got this first video. It says the one luxury men don't have. Let's see what she's talking about.
I feel like I've noticed something.
What
I
you
feel
notice?
like you guys are just trying to blame women.
This is what happens a lot in society, and I'm noticing this a lot with social media. It's very okay for women to voice their frustrations with men, and they have no problem saying that.
Here we go.
But the moment a man has a different opinion, then it's like, y'all trying to put the blame. We just had a whole. Everybody on this panel was just trying to blame men 5 minutes ago. We trying to just say accountability.
We trying to tell y'all to stay away from the guys y'all choosing, because obviously it's not working for y'all. And y'all over here talking about, oh, we blaming y'all. What are we
The
blaming
emotion.
for?
With some women, it's easier to just blame the quality of men instead of looking in the mirror and taking accountability for the men that you're attracting. Men and women get fooled, but men, we don't have that luxury to be like, man, we're emotional. I just fell for this type of woman.
We don't have that luxury, but that's what makes us men, and that makes us women and you men. I understand about taking accountability. You're right.
It's fighting accountability, dodging that shit like, yo.
No, I'm not. I ain't doing it.
Okay, so they're talking about accountability and being able to take or not take accountability, and the fact that men don't have the luxury of being like, I'm a man and blah, blah, blah. I kind of think that's true. I agree with his statement, though. Not every woman, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that'd be wrong to generalize everybody and put them in this little bubble. But I do think some women use their inability to pick a good man on the fact that, oh, there are no good men out here. Are there no good men out here, or do you just not know how to pick the right man? And trust me, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Not like a bragging way, you know what I'm saying? I done talked to my fair share of women. And I'm not saying I'm a perfect guy by any means, but there's always this thing of, oh, I talked to a guy who I thought was like you. And I don't think that people take the time to do the work to really get to know people. And I think it puts them at a disadvantage, if I'm being honest. You go for men that you think are likely. You know what I'm saying? You are looking for this little stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think people take enough time to get to know people, to truly understand who they are and what their intentions are. And I definitely think that it's a weird space, you know what I'm saying? Because as a man, as men and women, you know what I'm saying? Women can talk about how men are this and blah, blah, and this and the third, you know what I'm saying? And I will agree, as a man, in situations I've been in, I can't say in every situation, as a man, when you bring up a situation to a group of women, especially women who have not dealt with good men or not used to long-term and or stable relationships, all of a sudden, oh, you're crucifying us and you just don't like women and blah, blah. I love women. Like, let's not get this twisted. You know what I'm saying? But I agree in the sense that there is an aspect of accountability that at times, not all, but some women seem to lack. Now, men are not exempt from this. Men often will blame, whatever it is on a woman or a situation or a case may be. And that is definitely a thing. But in this particular context of this video, I definitely agree with him. There are some spaces and things that women can say, they can get away with, and people just accept that men can't do. Men don't have that luxury, and I agree with that. Yeah, man. All right, let's get to this next video. It says her fiance. Okay.
What about you?
I'm single. I've been single for 3 days.
3 days. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I just turned 21 about 2 weeks ago on November 18th, and he proposed to me on my birthday, which was,
Sheesh.
it was cool. Everything was great. And then on Sunday was our anniversary, and Brigitte, she came over to my house to just, hang out with me, spend some time with me.
Proposing
and he had
on somebody's
messaged her
birthday?
and was like, hey,
And then,
I
like,
want to set up the apartment
shortly after the
to
anniversary,
make it look nice for
leaving
our
is
anniversary.
crazy.
Can you take Shelby out of the house for about 2 hours? So she did. We went shopping. We got some boba, just had some fun. And then I came back and all of his stuff was gone. And he left a note that was saying basically the relationship wasn't working for him anymore. And he was afraid of my retaliation, which is kind of confusing because we've never argued in the entire year. So yeah, it's just been a few days.
Okay, off rip, dude is soft, 100%, and that's just my opinion. This is hard, man. First of all, in this particular situation, I feel for her, only because she thinks things are going good. I think this is why. Side note: this is why it's important for anybody in a relationship or anything like that. Even marriages. I'm not married yet, you know what I'm saying? But I've been told this. This is why it's important to constantly do checks in your relationship and your marriage to ensure that everybody's on the same page still. Because you might be held over heels in love, and the other person's like, I'm not really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really getting out of this what I intended to get out of this anymore. And it makes it very difficult. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely blurs the lines as far as what you think is going on in a relationship. And it's important to be mindful that just because you're happy doesn't mean someone else is happy. You know what I'm saying? But back to this video. I think he's soft for that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to break up with somebody, leave somebody, divorce somebody, you know what I'm saying, decide not to marry somebody, you should have, or at least give them the courtesy of, hey, you know what? Like, I just don't think this is working anymore. I feel like that's only right. To me, I feel like it's a natural thing to do, and I feel like to do anything else or anything other than that is absolutely crazy because, she is in this space where she thinking like, yeah, we in love, blah, 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 blah. And if you were ready to check out, why wasn't there a conversation? you having her friend touch her out so you can move all your stuff out is absolutely wild. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I feel like it might have been a thing where he just didn't have a good reason for why he was doing what he was doing. And the whole, oh, I just didn't really want you to retaliate is an excuse. I don't think that that's what he was worried about. I really think he was worried about his reasoning for doing it. He really didn't have one. You know what I mean? And she said, you know, understand. She's like, oh, we didn't argue, blah, blah, blah. There's more relationships that lead to breakups than just arguments. But if you're going to do something like that, bro, if you're going to remove yourself from somebody's life, at least, especially if they've been good to you, at least give them the courtesy of explaining to them why you're doing why you're doing what you're doing. Excuse me. Why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? Was it something that can be fixed? Could we have had a conversation and could have changed this? Now, granted, if you're going to do it that way, bro, I'm glad you left. I really appreciate the fact that you saved me some time and I dodged that bullet. I appreciate it. But as a man, I just wouldn't do that. I just don't think it's cool to just kind of just dip out on the low and to be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? You got to be man enough to have that conversation. If you ain't man enough to have that conversation, to me, I feel like that makes you kind of soft. That's just me, though. I hope she's doing well, though. You know what I'm saying? That's a hard situation. I can imagine my fiance being like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or being like, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I go out with some friends, with the bros, in case maybe come back, you know what I'm saying? It's a note and all this. That's crazy. Dang, man, I wasn't cool enough to at least have a conversation with. Like, you that scared? Oh, man, that's just me, though, bro. All right, let me just get to this next video. All right, let's get to it.
You know, it's a lot of women out here that move in a masculine way and they don't even realize it because they just so used to doing it. I'm so used to paying for myself. I'm so used to, you know, having to do everything and having to make all the decisions. And then when you run into a guy, you give off that type of energy. And as a man, it's just like, okay, I don't want to be in a relationship with another me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be in a relationship with a woman that I can take care of. And again, that's not saying that, you know, you shouldn't be accomplished or you shouldn't go out there and, you know, solidify your own livelihood and things of that nature. In my opinion, I feel like that, you know, makes a man want to take care of you more. But also, it's just how you carry yourself. It's the aura, it's the femininity, it's the, you know, it's the swagger. It's all of that like makes a man like just, man, like I just want to take care of this woman. Like whatever she needs, I got it. Like it's just that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, salute to those women.
I agree 1,000%. Get him in the middle. Yeah, I agree 1,000%. Me personally, I'm a person, I always have been the type of person, I like really feminine women. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know what I'm saying, my fiance is really, really feminine. And I love it. And I've had conversations with friends, you know what I'm saying, or even women that wanted to pursue me or wanted me to pursue them. I've had this conversation. You know what I'm saying? My first impression of you called me bro. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to mess with you. To me, that's not appealing. And I definitely get what he said. Because my fiance being how she is and who she is, it makes me want to take care of her 100%. She don't want for nothing. She don't ask for nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? If I ask for something, you know what I'm saying, it's not too much. You know what I'm saying? And it's met with this love. You know what I'm saying? And I think that when you're softer as a woman, in my opinion, as a man, you know what I'm saying? I think that when women are softer, it makes you want to do more because you need that feminine energy. And I understand exactly what he said. You don't want to date another you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be sitting here boxing with you in a car about who's going to open who door. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, as a man, my natural role, my natural thought process is to take care of you. Is to make sure you're good, to make sure you're taken care of, to make sure you're fine, to make sure you have everything you need. How can I do that when you want to assume my role? That's hard. And it's a very weird space to be in because I'm like, yo, like I want to do everything for you. I want to take care of you, blah, blah. And your whole thing is, oh, I'm independent. I don't need, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I see all these women when we up. I'm like, are you? Like, bro, you're lonely. Like I said, and I definitely feel what he's saying. When a woman's energy, for a man that is not into that, when a woman's energy is very masculine, when I feel like I'm gonna have to fight with you for the role of the man in a relationship, I don't really want to be here now. Because I want to be able to come in and step into a spot and be able to be exactly who I am. I want to be the protector. I want to be the provider and all those other great things. Yeah, we get you can provide for yourself, and I love that for you. But don't minimize my role because you don't know how to step out of a role and let somebody take care of you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And then on that same kind of like vibe, independent is cool. Nobody's telling you not to be independent. But I think some people don't understand that you can be so independent that it hinders you in a way. Because you've relied on just you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta allow space for me to step in. You gotta allow space for me to come in and be whoever I'm meant to be in your life. You know what I'm saying? For however long it's meant to be there. And I think it's hard for a lot of women because, you know, women are, you know, hey, you know, girl, get your degree, become a CEO. You don't need no man, blah, blah. All that is cool. You at a Fortune 500 company, great. You a CEO, COO, whatever, all that. But you're lonely. I stay hearing stuff about women who are, you know, quote unquote independent. And, I was young, I chased all this money, blah, blah, and they get older and realize that they really miss and really desire a companion. You know, to the point where some people will pay for that. People will gladly give away their money to have someone to spend time with. And I think there's something to be said about that. And I think that our generation is too focused on being successful. I'm not saying don't be successful, but don't make being successful your life. If God is in your life and that's who is leading your life, you will be successful. And success isn't always having boatloads of money. And sometimes something you have to learn about being independent is sometimes you can't do everything for you and somebody has to step in. But people probably get in the way and it's hard for people. I think it's hard less for women to learn. That's just me though. Okay, next video, man. Is arguing a sign that the relationship is over? Uh-oh.
Happier couples don't argue less, but they know how to argue the proper way. They don't attack the person, they attack the problem. Conflict in a marriage or any type of relationship is inevitable. You're going to argue. You're going to have conflict. But when you can make a discussion about a negative experience positive, then you will reach a solution to the problem. But anytime you have a negative experience talking about something negative that happened, you're going to have a negative outcome.
I agree 1,000%. So, by the grace of God, me and my fiance don't really argue. And it's not that we don't get upset with each other. It's that earlier in the stages of our relationship, we established a clear line of communication and we understood how we wanted to be communicated to. You know, her big thing, don't yell at me. Cool. My big thing, don't call me on my name. You know what I'm saying? And don't ignore me. And we've learned to communicate effectively. And I think he's right. I think a lot of situations and a lot of relationships usually crumble or fall down because people don't know how to properly navigate arguments. And yes, every argument is different. Every couple is different. And sometimes arguments is needed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to get it off your chest. It'd be like that, 100%. But it's about how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we get into an argument, I'm not calling you all out your name. You know, I'm not calling you stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling you all this. I'm not doing all that. Because all I did was make a bad situation worse. Because now I'm attacking the things that I know bother you. And that's not doing anything for our relationship. It's not helping anything. And it's not bettering this conversation. If anything, it's making it worse. Because I'm attacking who you are. One thing that I always notice as a man, when you're arguing with a woman, the first thing that you bring up is the thing that you expressed to them that you were insecure about. Now my insecurities are a joke. They're the punchline for this conversation. And my intent may not even be malicious, but you're defensive. And the way you feel like defending yourself is by tearing me down with things that I trusted you with. And now our relationship is crumbled and very difficult to navigate because I can't trust you with the more vulnerable parts of my life. I trusted you with this information, and in this moment where we should have been communicating and, arguing whatever to understand each other, you use this as ammunition to hurt me. And you bring relationships into spots and places where it feels like it's impossible to recover from because we went lower than what we were supposed to. You yelled at me when I wasn't supposed to, when you weren't supposed to. I called you out your name when I wasn't supposed to. You talked about my mama when you wasn't supposed to. You disrespected, somebody passing away when you were supposed to. I talked about your edges when I wasn't supposed to. Talked about something that was insecure for you that I was not supposed to. And all we did was make this worse. And when you can't properly communicate in a relationship, it's guaranteed that your relationship is going to fail. I'm a strong advocate and firm believer that if you learn how to communicate, you can solve 99.9% of your problems in a relationship. But it's about learning how to communicate in a healthy way where everybody gets what they need out of the conversation. If you want to come to me with a negative or a problem, then you should have a solution. Oh, I don't like the way you yelled at me, or I don't like the way you talk to me. Okay, cool. What's your solution? When we get in these situations, we need to take a deep breath first, and then let's come back together afterwards. Cool, that's a solution. But if we immediately at each other neck as soon as we get mad, the relationship is clipped. Ain't nothing we can do about that. Alright, let's watch this next clip. This the dude from what is that? Sisters? Or something like that, right? On BT?
How beautiful that is, though? Like, you wake up in the morning, you look next to you, and that person is choosing to be there. That's to me why Kadena and I have never put like limitations on or boundaries. I want you to wake up and choose to be here. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say you got to be here because we did this, or I spent this amount of money, or you got my last name, or we got these kids. Mm-hmm. No, make a choice. And if at any point you decide that this isn't for you, let's discuss it so that we can move forward and both get what we want. But it's making the choice that makes marriage so beautiful.
I agree. I understand what he's saying. I think a lot of people use, situations, cars, clothes, paying for somebody's school or something like that to manipulate their way in a situation of, oh, you have to be here. But relationships are a choice. Even biblically, relationships are a choice. You choosing to have a relationship with God and pray, and talk to Jesus, and really dedicate yourself to something is a choice. It's a choice to be there. You're not obligated to be here, and that's why some relationships go left, because it starts feeling more like an obligation rather than something you're choosing to do. I agree. Every morning you get up, make this choice. I'm making the choice to be with you. I'm making the choice to be around. I'm making the choice to love you. And that's something that I had to learn. It was very difficult for me to learn, but it's something I had to learn, and it was very pivotal for me, is that no one is obligated, and I'm not obligated to love anybody. But every day I wake up, I text you, or I call you, or I wake up next to you, whatever the case may be, however it's set up, I have a choice that day. Either I can love you, or I can call it quits and do what I want to do. I have that luxury. And if I want to do something different, then I can. But that's what makes love so beautiful, is having the ability to choose. And you want to be with somebody who's going to wake up every day and choose you. No questions, no comments, no concerns, no doubts, none of that. You want somebody that's going to wake up every day and go, you know what, I choose you. I want to be with you, and that's my choice. That's what I'm deciding today. I'm deciding to be with you and only you. This is where I want to be. And that is the best peace somebody can ever give you. Am I, you know what I'm saying? Who am I? All right, we're going to watch this last video. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know.
If you care enough for a man, give him a little bit of grace. I'm not Hercules every day, baby. Sometimes I just need to be a teddy bear and lay up under you. Sometimes I don't want to talk. I don't feel the same every day. I just want you to know I'm trying. So I'm raising my son to understand that it's okay to be exactly who you are. It's okay to cry. Just feel better. It's okay to be heartbroken because that means you've loved.
Yeah, bro. As a man, that's a hard one because you have to be with somebody who makes you feel very, very comfortable for you to be in that space. And I think women have a huge role in making men or their men feel comfortable enough to be like, you know what, like, man, you know, I'm just not me today. And even like in, you know, my relationship now, that's something big for me. I'll have days where I just don't want to talk. Or I'll have days where my mood will completely shift. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? My fiance be like, baby, you okay? Like, yeah, I'm cool. And some days, you know what I'm saying, where I'm Superman. I can carry the world for sure. I can carry forward them joints. But it's other days where I'm just like, yo, I just want to lay down and have my head rubbed. Or have my face rubbed, you know what I'm saying? Or just be told that, you know, I'm loved or I'm important, you know, or I'm cared about. That stuff is very, very, very important. As a man, if y'all don't hear nothing from women, you hear nothing from me, hear this. As a man, it's very important that your woman is your safe space. If you don't feel safe in this space, if I can't sit here and break down and talk to you, you know what I'm saying, and not worry about the ridicule, not worry about the, oh, he being soft, not worry about all that other stuff, then it will make our relationship so much better. Because you get a piece of me and a part of me that no one else gets to receive. Even now, like, I find myself in spaces and places where I'm just like, bro, like, I just want to lay down and just talk to my woman. I want to lay down, I want to just chill and be with this person. Like, oh, when my day is off, bro, you know what, I just want to lay up and watch Disney Channel. You know what I'm saying? And that's stuff I want. But only because she has made it a place and space for me to be vulnerable and feel like I can do that. And she's very understanding that, you know, I don't always got it together. I might be off today, but tomorrow I'm going to get back on it. I might be off today and tomorrow, but you know I'm going to snap out of it because it's stuff that we got to do. It's something that I got to take care of, and I want to make sure that I do right by you. You know what I'm saying? I can't be in this forever, but thank you for allowing me to be in this space for now. This is a comfortable space for me to be in, and I really appreciate that for now. And that's a blessing, man. Man, yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I kind of like these, you know what I'm saying? Because it's different takes, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna still give y'all the stuff of me just coming on here talking mess, you know what I'm saying? And y'all gotta give me some stuff I can come up with and go off of. And I'll come on here and just ramble. Y'all know how I do. But I like this. This is a perspective. They give me perspectives from their own point of view, you know what I'm saying? I have the opportunity to speak on those perspectives and give my own. And in that, I can grow, you can grow, and if they watch it, they can grow. You know what I'm saying? I offer a perspective they may not have, and that's the benefit of being able to speak to people. You know what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron, man, and we have to continue to grow and be sharp. It feels good, man, to be back here. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, I don't know how to close this. Man, but thank y'all for joining me today, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all want to see more stuff like this? Let me know in the comments. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I probably already said that, but like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell, man. And I'm gonna do my best to be more consistent, giving y'all videos every Friday. You know what I'm saying? I need to be better at it. And you know, I'm gonna try to drop some clips and stuff like that, and just be more mindful about what I'm doing. So I just want to thank y'all for this time, man, and for y'all being here with me, man. I just want to say thank y'all. I love y'all. Y'all smut. Peace.